All right, so today I'm going to share with you the number one thing that freight brokers do to get shippers and shipping clients that new and small brokers don't understand. All right, so we all understand the need to sell. You have to learn how to sell. But there's another side of the coin that you have to understand and you have to learn if you truly want to grow and thrive as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, and most certainly as a freight broker. And that is you have to invest in marketing. Okay? There's a difference between sales and marketing. Yes, they work together and they're directly in line with one another, and goals have a lot of crossover, but sales and marketing are different. So yes, you have to learn how to sell, but you also have to learn how to market, okay? Right? They invest in learning how to sell, or they invest in the sales process, right? But they don't understand the value of marketing and how to leverage it to get and retain customers, right? So if you stick around to the end, I'm going to share with you the top 3 freight broker marketing strategies for 2022 and beyond, okay? These are 3 of my favorite marketing strategies that I'm going to share with you. I'm going to kind of do a little bit of a quick view of what those exactly look like. But before we do that, I want to explain to you the difference between sales and marketing, because they are different. Sales is the process and the activities that lead to someone buying a product or service. Things like cold calling and cold emailing and social selling and using LinkedIn to do outreach and sales demonstrations and providing freight quotes and overcoming objections and retaining clients. Those are sales activities, right? That falls into the category of sales. That's the reason why I put together what I call my Freight Broker Sales Accelerator program, which is where I take that piece of my brain all about sales and acquiring customers, and I put it into a 5-week coaching program called my Freight Broker Sales Accelerator. Now, I release that program from time to time, and as a matter of fact, it's going to be reopening for enrollment in the next 30 days. So if you want to learn more about that, if you want to be the first to get notified when that opens for enrollment, because I limit it to the first 100 people to enroll, all you got to do is go to freightbrokerbootcamp.com/waitlist. This is going to put you on the wait list, and you will immediately get notified when the enrollment opens so you can get all the details and you can enroll right away. Again, we've had hundreds of students go through that program just since last year. And the rating, 1 out of 10, 1 being horrible, 10 being the best, the average rating is a 9.5 plus, okay? So I can't stress this enough. If you need help with sales, make sure you get on the wait list for the Freight Broker Sales Accelerator. All you got to do is go to freightbrokerbootcamp.com/waitlist. Okay, so that's the sales side. Now let's talk about the marketing side, okay? Marketing is where you are creating awareness and you are educating your target market about your brand, about your company, and about the services that you offer. So this is where you are creating awareness and you're helping to educate and to create interest with your target market about your service. So for example, types of marketing, you have online marketing, you have social media marketing, you have print marketing, you have email marketing, you have television advertising. Those are all different forms of marketing, right? Kind of large at the macro level of marketing. Okay. I'm going to break those down a little bit more for you, and I'm going to give you the 3 top marketing strategies. But before I do that, the way the marketing works is it helps to support sales in 2 primary ways. The number one way that it helps support sales is to generate inbound leads from the target market. So inbound leads where customers, potential customers are inquiring about your service, and then those leads get handed off to a salesperson, and that salesperson then follows up with the objective of selling and closing the sale. Okay. So the number one way is inbound lead generation. Okay. That's one of the primary ways that marketing supports sales. The second way that they support is by creating brand awareness and familiarity and trust within your target market. So if someone in your target market, if a prospective customer in your target market had seen some of your marketing previously, but they hadn't, before they had spoken to a salesperson, that helps to build trust. That helps to build credibility. That helps to enhance the opportunity for the salesperson when they do outreach via LinkedIn or via email or over the phone or face-to-face or however they choose to, whatever strategy they choose for sales, okay? The reason why I share this with you is because sales and marketing work together. And one without the other is an incomplete picture and an incomplete puzzle. And the difference between top freight brokers and new and small brokers is that top freight brokers understand the power of having both investing in sales and investing in marketing, where most new freight brokers and small freight brokers really only invest in sales. And a lot of times they don't even do a great job at that. And that's part of the reason why I put that Freight Broker Sales Accelerator program together. And again, I highly suggest you get on the wait list. Just go to freightbrokerbootcamp.com/waitlist. It's absolutely free to get on the wait list. The training is not free and it's not cheap, but it'll be worth 10x whatever we charge for it. Okay. So I explained to you that investing in marketing is one of the biggest things that top freight brokers do that small brokers don't. I explained to you the difference between sales and marketing. I explained to you how marketing benefits and supports sales. Now I'm going to share with you 3 of my top marketing strategies for 2022. Okay. Number one, these are in no discernible order, but number 1 on the list is content marketing and SEO. Now, what do I mean by that? Content marketing, for example, is having a blog or having a podcast or creating video content and putting it out on YouTube, right? So those are examples of content marketing. You are creating content. Content marketing and SEO, the reason why the content marketing and SEO are bundled together is because Google and Bing and the major search engines out there love new content. So whenever you create new content, they index that content, and then that content gets ranked in the search engines. And if your content gets ranked, it can drive free traffic to your website. Okay. So if somebody searches for flatbed freight in Buffalo, New York, and you have content that's been ranked organically by Google and your number 1 ranking, that's going to drive content. That's going to drive prospective customers and prospects to your website, which they can then get educated on that content and then possibly become an inbound lead, whether they call you or message you for more information. So that's a perfect example of how content and SEO work, okay? That's number 1. Number 2 is email marketing. Now, email marketing, in my opinion, is one of the most profitable and one of the most valuable forms of marketing. And the way this works is you're not spamming people, but you are leveraging email to develop and nurture the relationship with a prospective customer or an existing customer. So for example, how that might work is you would create a piece of content and you would offer some sort of a giveaway. Say you created, like I've done in the past, I created a video, 7 steps to becoming a freight broker. And you could watch that entire training. But if you wanted to download the cheat sheet or the summary of that training, you would opt in via email. So you would give me your email address. I would then send you that cheat sheet or that summary. And then in exchange for you getting that additional value, I get your email address and I will be able to follow up email you. Many people that became a part of my training and many of the people that are probably watching this video right now are a part of my email list. So then we take that email and then we continue to nurture that relationship by providing them value. It's not always selling, meaning we're not always asking them to do freight quotes or asking them for orders or asking them to buy, but we are providing them value to build trust, to build awareness, and to continue that relationship so that we can nurture it to the point where they know, like, and trust us enough to give us an opportunity to maybe do a freight quote or to set up a meeting over the phone. Okay. So email marketing, not only a one-time email marketing, but ongoing email marketing where you're nurturing and developing those relationships is one of the most powerful, simple ways to generate new customers. Okay. And that's something that large brokers understand. Most small brokers don't even have an opt-in email list or a way for people to get on that list. Okay. All right, so that's number 2. Number 3 is paid online advertising. So we all know Google and Bing and Facebook and Twitter and LinkedIn and all of these big sites, right? These big hubs, these big communities, the way they make their money, one of the primary ways they make their money is through online advertising. So let's take Google, for example. Google has made their money, a lot of their money, and has grown into a multi-billion dollar organization, okay? A huge organization, one of the largest companies in the world, through pay-per-click advertising. So if you want your ad to appear at the top of the search results, at the very top of the search results, Google is willing to do that for you in exchange for them, you paying them for every click that one of their users, every time one of their users clicks on the ad to go through to your website, that's called pay-per-click advertising, right? So that's an example of online advertising. That's an example of pay-per-click advertising in particular. But the top places that I would recommend that you pursue paid advertising to generate leads and create awareness and to start a dialogue with your prospects is Google, Bing, Twitter, and LinkedIn. Yes, you can also do Facebook, but I think that would be a distant fifth, right? So again, I'll go over them again. Google, Bing, LinkedIn, Twitter, and Facebook. Those are probably the 5 biggest platforms where I think you would get the biggest ROI for your, the return on investment for your advertising dollars, okay? So those 3 again, number 1, content marketing and SEO. Number 2, email marketing. And number 3, paid online advertising. Like I said to you before, if you want to grow a highly successful business, you need to start investing not only in sales, but you also need to start investing in marketing. Both require different skills. And again, that's the reason why I put together the Freight Broker Sales Accelerator program. You can get on the wait list at freightbrokerbootcamp.com/waitlist, but that teaches the entire sales process. That takes this piece of my brain and transplants it into your head, and we help you implement that to grow your business. But marketing, there's lots of places where you can go to learn marketing, right? You can go to different blogs, you can go to different podcasts, you can go to different YouTube channels. B2B marketing is a completely different strategy, but sales and marketing both work together. I want to stress that to you. And even as a small broker, yes, you might not have a big budget, but you need to take a part of the profit that you're generating and reinvest it into marketing. You need to start that flywheel. You need to start your blog. You need to start creating content. You need to start experimenting with some paid ads. And I think you'll be shocked at the long-term results, and not only what it's going to generate for you in inbound leads, but how it's going to help support your sales efforts, okay? So again, to get on the wait list for Freight Broker Sales Accelerator, go to freightbrokerbootcamp.com/waitlist. You'll be the first to get notified when that program opens up in the next 30 days. If you're just getting started and you're looking to become a freight broker or a freight agent and you need some help, you need me to hold your hand and walk you through that entire process, just go to freightbrokerbootcamp.com. We've trained over 10,000 students, been in business over a decade, and we offer a 60-day, 100% unconditional money-back guarantee. So I can't make it much easier than that. Listen, thank you so much for being here. If you have not yet subscribed to the YouTube channel, make sure you click subscribe and hit the bell to make sure you get notified. And I'll see you next week with another Freight Broker Bootcamp Live.